is one of the biggest countries on earth. The Amazon takes a good portion of northern part of Brazil. The Amazon rainforest is the biggest tropical jungle on the planet. And 60% of Amazon, it's located under the Brazilian territory. The Amazon River is the largest river in the world, have the headwaters in Peru, and flows 4,000 miles from the Andes Mountains west to east, crossing all over the Amazon in Brazil and flowing into the Atlantic Ocean. The Negro River meets the Amazon River right on Manaus. And then it's a huge, enormous volume of water that represents 20% of fresh water that meets the ocean. The largest peacock bass in Amazon are found in the headwaters of the Negro River, especially in indigenous territories in the west part of Brazilian Amazon. The indigenous tribes inside this upper part of the Negro River, working in cooperation with the Brazilian Indigenous Institution, an environmental agency in Brazil, creating a new model, generating revenue to them and helping them to protect their river and their forest. And that's where fly fish enter. In 2014, Untamed Angling came to be part of this project with the Brazilian government and indigenous tribes, and we met the important people of these tribes, which is the Bauer and Tucano ethnic groups that lives in the Maria River, and we found out some really interesting stuff about their culture, about their ancient knowledge about the forest, the river, and especially about their relation with the peacock bass. The first Indian guy that came and got really excited about the fly fishing technique for peacock bass was Charlie. Then he became our first Indian guide on the project. Was really excited about fly fishing, the casting, how to catch a peacock bass on fly, but also bringing their ancient knowledge of the river and of the fly that they traditionally use for catching peacock bass. The name of this fly and their local fly is Pinawaca. When they showed that to us, we said that's amazing. And immediately came a really good relation of what we are doing, the fly fishing for peacock bass, and their ancient tradition. We start training the guides for fly fishing and they get really excited about fly fishing for peacock bass because it's something that somehow similar what they do.
Bauer!
Okay. One of the most exciting ways to get this giant peacock bass are on poppers. Because they like noise, they are ambush fish. When this fish hit the popper, it's something overwhelming. They hide on the structure of the river, they are in inner lagoons or in the mouth of jungle tributaries, and they hit it hard. When they hear the noise and they follow the fly, you be prepared. These fish are not a boy's game, are man's game. Butterfly peacock bass we found in huge numbers, big schools of fish, and suddenly they appear in the same areas that we are looking for the giant peacock bass. We never know when you have a big peacock bass. You're fishing for the butterflies and then suddenly appear a 20-pounder. So you better be prepared with a 9-weight rod, with a good reel, because you're fishing on poppers and you have an action of several butterflies and then boom, you have a monster.
How was that?
That's how it works.
Here we are.
It's really nice to see how this project is working and how these young Indian guides are excited about this new activity that's fly fishing, that helping them to have better quality of life and at the same time protecting their culture, their villages, their forest, and their river, which holds certainly the largest peacock bass on earth.